Alright boys, if you want to lock in and make millions of coins in Madden 25, then you need to try out MUT Exchange. MUT Exchange is the best all-in-one Madden coin making tool service on the market right now. They got a bunch of different and unique tools on their platform that will allow you to save millions of coins as well as make so much bread. I've been playing around with MUT Exchange for a few days now, and my current favorite tool is the Snipe Spotter. How this works right here, snipes are going to pop up, you buy them, you sell them, you make coins, repeat. Yeah, you're seeing that right. Cards that are currently being posted up to the auction house that MUT Exchange views as a snipeable price are coming up into this filter. You search for these cards, you buy the cards, you sell them off. They literally have a dashboard of every single profitable set. If you do want to try out MUT Exchange, go down to the link in my description and use code MOSHI for 5% off your order. And once again, shout out MUT Exchange. Yo, what is good, fellas, and hope you boys were all having a fantastic start to your Monday. The Football is Family promo just went live. On top of that, we have a really good content schedule to take a look at the end of the video. Before we hop into anything brand new, if you guys haven't already, get on there and drop a like. Helps out with all that YouTube algorithm stuff. With that all said, the cards we got dropping today, I'm actually a fan of them. Typically with the Football is Family promo, I don't really like the cards we get. It's kind of a dry promo for me, honestly, but the Watts low-key look good. Now, before you ask, where is Derek Watt? EA just doesn't acknowledge the guy. He played in the league for multiple years, yet he is not a part of the Watt family when it comes to Football is Family. Either way, let's go take a look at TJ and JJ Watt. It is 3:05 p.m. No Football is Family cards are in the game. Not exactly sure what is going on down with EA. They haven't said anything. You guys can see the store right here. It is still the exact same. Usually when content is going to be delayed by this much, EA typically sends out a tweet. You guys can see in the catalog, no new content store, isn't updated. I don't exactly know what's going on with EA when it comes to this. They usually say something. Like I said, it's been an hour and a half essentially, nothing from them. I'll let you guys know when we do get content, but as of right now, hour and a half, nothing from EA. So it is basically 3:20, getting a little bit impatient, so we're just gonna film. We'll cover the actual Football is Family cards tonight during my updates video. But assume the cards will be fairly decent. We should have your standard, typical Football is Family special offers. If you want to know what those special offer packs will be, go watch last Monday's, Football is Family video. It's gonna be identical. And this opportunity pack right here will update with last week's players. Now this will only update once we get content live. I would make sure EA has tweeted out content is live before you buy this pack. And again, I don't actually recommend you guys buy that pack. It's not very good. It's for $20. We have the playoff promo dropping this week. So save your bread. You don't need it. On top of Football is Family cards, we will be having Team Captain Drop 6 dropping at some point today or tomorrow. More than likely tomorrow, now that we have just, hour-long delays of Football is Family with still nothing from EA. Again, just wanted you guys to be informed if this does go live whenever content finally goes live. I will cover it during my updates video, but just know Team Captain Release 6 will either be dropping today or tomorrow. This right here is the reason I got impatient. AKA Icons staged next week. This looks like the final drop of Football is Family. What better way for EA to go out? Really cool names, but forgets to drop them. I don't care anymore. AKA Icons is basically the second part of AKAs, also known as Spring AKAs. Should be pretty good, and it's looking like the first drop will be next week. A few questions. I have seen a lot about the second part of AKA. I don't think the tokens from part 1 will count towards part 2. Typically, we have like a whole new gimmick or concept behind the second part of AKAs. It's looking like this one is gonna be called Icons. Last year it was called AKA Cruise, and it was pretty cool. We got a bunch of cards that were all similar. I guess the one I remember the most was the Legion of Boom. I have no idea what AKA Icons is going to mean. Either way, this is huge, and the fact that once again Football is Family content has now been delayed basically 2 hours without anything from EA, it just kind of wraps it up perfectly. Now the fact that AKA Icons are staged to drop next week, this doesn't necessarily mean they're going to drop on Mondays. That's not what's confirmed. But if you just think the season of Family is ending, that is season 4. Season 5 is the road to NOLA. It has nothing to do with family and football. Makes sense for that promo to be done. and EA can bring back in a big hitter with AKA icons. My content prediction video, I kind of thought this was something they could potentially do, and it looks like it's happening now. For those who don't know anything about AKA Cruise, this is what it was last year. You can see the runtime up there, so it is going to line up perfectly with last year's. Last year started January 15th and basically ran until the end of April. The cards we got, I mean, these were some of the best players in the entire game. Chad Powers, Richard Sherman, these are all the Legion of Boom cards. Tyreek Hill, Lamar Jackson had a very good card, and you can see these dropped for so long. We had 122 crew items. Timeline-wise, it is lining up perfectly with Madden 24 into Madden 25. It did start last year, January 15th. I don't know what next Monday is going to be. Next Monday will be January 13th, so the exact same week as last year. And you guys can see this was drop 2 of AKA Cruise. It was kind of just all over the place. Devin Hester got a card. Reggie White got a card. Keith Bullock. This card was actually pretty good. You can see one of the crews was Y2K. Very cool stuff right here. I was a big fan of AKA Cruise. If you guys watched any of my videos last year, you know. Big fan of these cards. It's cool. I like AKAs, a big fan of AKAs. Right here are the sets for AKA Cruise, and so on and so forth. We did, though, get brand new solo challenges for Cruise. I would expect the same thing for AKA Icons, which is Madden 25's version, so no, I don't think tokens will transfer over. Now 3:30, no content live in the game, so let's go talk about this week's content schedule. Trust me, it's an absolute heater. Here's this week's content schedule. Today we have Football is Family. Team Captains Release 6, I would assume released today. If you didn't know, the content schedule goes live at noon, an hour and a half before content goes live. This is my first reaction to the content schedule. Therefore, I have no idea if Team Captains went live today or if they go live tomorrow. Either way, it's not that big of a deal. Season 5, Team of the Week, Week 16, as well as Week 17 will be going live on Wednesday. Playoffs, Release 1, will be going live on Thursday, and of course, Legends, Saturday. Few things missing from this content schedule. 1, Angry Runs. Is it just not on the schedule? 2, Reduxes. We got an overall increase last week. Typically, we do see an overall increase. We get Reduxes. That's not looking like the case on this content schedule, but the last time we did get Reduxes, they weren't on the content schedule, and EA just dropped them into the game, I'm pretty sure on Wednesday. We've been talking about Reduxes a lot because think about how many LTDs we have, I guess, in the game at the 94 overall. All of Zero Chill, ton of Team of the Week, ton of Football is Family. It is going to be a fat drop of Reduxes. So what exactly is EA going to do about it? Not entirely sure there. We do have 2 Good Morning Maddens this week, January 7th as well as January 9th. January 7th, we'll be covering Season 5. That is Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And then January 9th, I would assume, is covering all things Playoff Release 1. January 9th is also the final day of those Sub-Zero abilities, which I don't know how you feel about it. I'm kind of disappointed either way. Hopefully, I mean, that's kind of how we have to look at it. Playoffs should be good. It is Release 1, so this will be a multi-part promo. It always is every single year, but still, not sure what's going on there. Legends have been super, super mid. And where is Team of the Week, Week 18? We could see Team of the Week, Week 18 next week, or just it's not on the content schedule. I'm leaning more towards Team of the Week, Week 18 next week, and then weekly wildcards start in the middle of January, or Team of the Year. There's a lot of things EA could do here. This content schedule gives us some answers, but really, I have more questions based off this content schedule. With that all said, boys, if you guys did enjoy this video, once again, go down there and drop a like, and I'll catch you boys back here, I guess, tonight, covering all things updates. But until then, have a fantastic rest of your Monday afternoon. I love you guys. Peace, gents. I'll catch you boys later.